Come in suddenly surging as we are off and running here in Minneapolis. Our officials, Pat Frayer, Jason Goebel, and Derek Collins. First of two regular season meetings, Julius Randle against his old team. And boy, he was... Jalen Brunson misfires on his first take. Randle aggressively working against the Chua, wiggles his way into the paint, and Randle...
points a game, 20 on the year, but it's been a struggle lately.
OG Anunoby, but it's an encouraging sign for the Knicks. He has really struggled, Stan. Really bright young defensive players in the league. Bangs in a corner three. Here comes Brunson. As that corner three that time won't go for McDaniels. Mikal Bridges into the corner. This is Brunson, and that's a three for the Knicks.
Three, over 43% this year.
Both teams have been off since Sunday, both benefiting from some extra practice time with the NBA Cup schedule tweaking the calendar. They won that game 106-92. They're 6-1 in their last 7 to get their record up to 14-11 on the season. Karl Anthony Towns drills a straightaway three. Knicks number 3 team in the East, but begin the night 5 games behind Boston with the Celtics in that 2 slot. Randle on a 3-point jack. Oh, it is now the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. To get the Knicks back in front, Randle finds a spot. Boy, he is cooking here at the start for Minnesota. Against his old team, here comes Brunson, the Euro step, poked away. And here comes Edwards. Into the corner, Randle wide open. Jared Greenberg, rest of our TNT crew. Julius Randle so far has stolen the show from Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards on the drive and kick. McDaniels from the corner. Boy, this Minnesota offense, highly efficient stand here at the start. Into his bench, Deuce McBride has checked in, as has Jericho Sims, a Minneapolis native, grew up not far from here, played his high school ball about 2 miles away. A little bit too much. Brunson screaming for a foul as he worked against his old buddy DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards, the spin, the sleight of hand, just electric.
The life of a coach, not always easy.
As Reed misses on a straightaway three. This is Towns, gets it into the corner to Bridges. 3, good start, continues for Bridges. Really sent shockwaves throughout the NBA.
Sure did, but look, I always admire teams as Randle picks up another.
Well, McDaniels, that defensive instinct. Shot clock didn't reset, and Anunoby has to fire. And the Knicks poked around. Bridges gets it back. Bridges puts it down. And a chance at 3 for the Knicks, as they have opened up a 5-point lead. DiVincenzo, is this the night, Stan, that he finally gets his offensive game going for his new team? Nicely done. Towns, full extension, and he's headed to the free throw line. McDaniels swallowed up. Here comes McBride to the cup. DiVincenzo got a piece, and then McBride snatches it back. Where the Knicks just beating Minnesota to the 50-50 balls. And Anunoby, out of pain, drives, kicks, and Anunoby straightaway 3. Finds the laces, well short. Ball caroms into the waiting arms of Bridges, and he buries another 3.
Towns knows they're going to be coming with the double, so he just releases it quick. Knocks in his 3rd 3 of the night.
Just unable to squeeze the offensive rebound. Would have had an open layup.
Minnesota's just gone cold here.
Towns puts it down, and contact. Throughout the NBA when it was announced just on the eve of camp.
And it's really tough to do a lot when you don't know who's in charge, as Randle
will be settled in January. People around here certainly hope that they will finally have some clarity. Look at that shot from Towns. Short arms the 3, gets his own miss. Edwards off and running. Easy deuce.
Haven't been able to get anything going. The Knicks, meantime, doing that, and just scoring at will. And the Knicks already have 73 points here in the first half tonight. Another turnover there. Both teams with 9.
Here comes Reed. Hard finish, misses, but Randle is there to stick it back. As the Knicks come up empty, rare miss into the corner. This is Edwards, and he bangs it in. Badly needed bucket.
I'm not giving them that to him tonight. They've been up, but they gave him his first look at it, and he knocked it down.
Considerable little dip after we averaged nearly 20 last year for Brooklyn. Randall. Well challenged underneath. Bridges on the push, and then it's Achua running the paint for the Knicks. This is Brunson into the paint. Nicely done. Conley able to get the clean strip. Ahead of the pack, Edwards underneath. Gobert. Tom Thibodeau wants a timeout.
But now they've had that time. The problem tonight is they haven't been able to get that defense going to the level it has been.
Which is ironic considering how well they've defended. That is Towns. The two big questions for Minnesota with their offense stand. Can they get Randall going as Bridges inside, sneaking behind the defense? And so far it has been all Knicks. Anthony Edwards, can he get his offensive game going, Coach? They need a massive second half. And Conley now just 1 of 5 from the field.
Much better job getting back by Minnesota that time.
Towns, deep shot for the Knicks.
That was great defense by Randall there. A tough matchup on Brunson.
Randall baseline, beautiful dime from Edwards. As we approach the 5-minute mark left in the quarter. Here comes Bridges, the Iron Man, into the paint. Just sensational tonight for the Knicks. And again, this is a guy who has been struggling offensively, trying to get acclimated to his new team. Edwards accelerating to the cup. McDaniels unable to answer for Minnesota. Timberwolves by comparison 40%, and the Knicks working quickly. And Stan again starting to hear those groans, some light murmurs of boos here in Minneapolis as the Knicks just completely put it on the Timberwolves. Shot clock at 3. Alexander Walker into the paint.
In rebounding, outstanding season he's having.
Bridges, he is lighting up the night here in Minneapolis.
3-point.
Jericho Sims is checked back in for the Knicks. What beautiful feed. What a pass. What vision by Brunson, and Sims with a hard flush. The only question will be how far can this Knicks team go? Will it be enough? Trying to keep pace in the Eastern Conference with Boston. Milwaukee starting to show some signs. If this was Cat maybe younger, maybe there'd be a little concern, but he's just such a measured player. His temperament. As Edwards launches a 3 in front of the Knicks bench.
Course of his career took on so many different roles, as you see his dad, Big Cat, here watching along as his son's having a magical night.
Again, Minnesota beginning a grueling stretch of their schedule. They're going to face some of the best teams in the league over the next 2 weeks. This is he's not unable to put it down for Minnesota. Towns, quick turn, high off glass.
Well, this is an area where Minnesota's gotten a lot better lately with transition defense. Tonight, it has been non-existent. Sweet 16 last year, and had thought he could become a very good NBA player. And Chris Finch telling us that they love him. He's a guy who can get downhill. Really, he has come through.
Boy, tough pass. Minot going up top.
And we got to remember tonight they're playing without Josh Hart, who's having an outstanding year.
Sorry, Stan, I just put you on the spot. My goodness, Sims 7 as Karl Anthony Towns comes back home and leads a dominant Knick performance